Tower Defense X has a lot of events coming up this summer. From the Tower Battles Part 2 event to the release of the Nightmare Mode game mode, there are plenty of things to unpack and analyze about these upcoming events. So today, I'm going to dive into what these events are going to be about, what's going to be in them, and how they're going to work. At least everything we know. So yeah, like and subscribe and let's get right into it. The first event that's coming up is the Tower Battles Part 2 event. The event is releasing this summer, so I'd say somewhere from now to August. The event's story will focus on the Secret Wave, with the Patient Zero and the two doctors with him. I'm not sure if that means the entire game mode is going to be based around the Secret Wave, because there only was really one, so we're just going to have to see how that works. There are a couple enemies that we can confirm are returning, including Jax from the Halloween event, Patient Zero, and the two doctors with him on the Secret Wave. However, other than that, we don't know the bulk of the game mode. It's safe to assume the Battle Pass is returning, like with Golden Zeds, Striker Rushes, and XP rewards along with skins. Obviously, with most of these skins revolving around tower battles. Some skins that I think will be added within the Battle Pass include Tower Battles Shotgunner, Tower Battles Flamethrower, and possibly even a Graveyard Relic skin. These skins are all just speculation though, so it's not confirmed. We could even see some returning skins as well, but I'm not sure. I hope this Battle Pass is relatively similar to the Tower Battles Part 1 Battle Pass, as token grinding for the Halloween one was too much. There are also going to be 4 new towers in this event, being the Scout, the Aviator, the Phaser, and the Orbital Cannon. I don't know what the Orbital Cannon is, guys, okay? I don't know what it is. It's safe to say that Aviator and Phaser will work exactly the same as the ones in Tower Battles, if not with some extra stuff added onto them. John said he definitely wanted to give Scout more of a purpose than being a starter tower and having abysmal shooting rates, so we'll have to see what he makes of that. And to be honest, I don't even know what the Orbital Cannon is. I think it's probably going to be an orbital cannon. That's really all I know. I'm gonna assume it might function like Railgunner, except it takes much longer to load and much more damage. John has also stated his want to bring Commander back, just through a different method. I'm gonna assume that it might be a season-long quest with tons of grindy tasks for you to do. So that way, near the end of the event, you can claim him and put him in your arsenal. The Tower Battles Part 2 event is going to have its own unique gameplay and storyline, since it hasn't been expanded upon within the original Tower Battles. However, John has stated that this will only happen if the owner of Tower Battles allows him to do it. This is because of the fact that Tower Battles and TDX are related in the sense that TDX is effectively a sequel to Tower Battles, sharing the exact same lore. So creating this new branch of the story could potentially change the lore of Tower Battles, and it depends on if the owner of the game is okay with that. And that's pretty much all the information we have on the Tower Battles event. If I missed anything about it though, go ahead and comment it, because I tend to forget a lot of stuff. Next up is the Nightmare game mode. The Nightmare game mode is also releasing this summer, however we're not sure if it's releasing before or after Tower Battles Part 2. Or maybe we are. I don't know. We know that this is going to be one of the toughest game modes in TDX, if not one of the toughest game modes in tower defense games in general. Throughout the years of TDX, there have been a couple leaks for Nightmare mode, however they are relatively sparse. We know the Bombardier will appear, along with that weird Eradicator looking thing, and we know the final boss of this game mode will be the Emperor. At first I thought this was the Eradicator, but at this point I'm convinced it shouldn't even be considered an Eradicator anymore. I think it just falls under the category of looking like an Eradicator while not really being one, and its weapons show that it will have a very unique attack style. I've seen one theory, I think it was in the Rogue Ordinary video, that the sword he has that kind of looks like a pinwheel could be detached from the sword handle and used to attack aerial towers. He also appears to have wings, which could mean that he either hovers above the ground or straight up flies in one of his phases. Along with this, there will be multiple new towers releasing, being the Refractor and Behemoth Tower. Refractor will function similarly to Accelerator from TDS, while the Behemoth works like a much stronger version of the Armored Factory. Now, in between all of these events coming out and everything, we seem to have forgotten about one event, the July 4th event. During this event, for about 1 to 2 days, there is a patriotic skin crate, with towers in it that sport the colors or themes of America. If it does happen this year, I'm gonna assume there will be a second wave of skins. A patriotic XWM turret where the main base of the turret is colored like the American flag, and it would also be pretty cool to see a musketeer sniper. It would also be pretty interesting if Patriot Golden Juggernaut returned to the shop, since it released during the Halloween event, and it definitely has an American-like appearance, you know? It's called Patriot Golden Juggernaut. I mean, for God's sakes, I'm pretty sure one of the paths has the American flag on its left shoulder. I feel like it would make sense costing Robux for this, but maybe, you know, like 20? I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much all the speculation I can give. Thank you to Fredericks for giving this prompt, because I would have not made this video without it. Yeah, like and subscribe, bye.